3 years ago, I tried to take my own life. And this isn't something that I've ever talked about with anyone, not even my mom, and that's the person that I feel like I am most comfortable and close with in my entire life. Not my friends, family, relationships, nobody. Like, I don't talk with anybody about this stuff. And that's not what this video is about either. But it does tie into the story that I'm going to tell you guys. And I'm not going to try to keep you too long. I don't want this to be a long video or anything. But this video is my thank you for 1 million subscribers. And yeah, I'm going to get into the story of my journey here. It was a very, very long journey and rough journey. And hopefully somebody out there can resonate with this. If somebody's in the same position that I was in, hopefully they can learn from me and see that I've made it out to the other side so they can too. But as you guys can see, I've got my 100K plaque up there on the wall. I'm very, very proud of that thing. And then we got this bad boy right here. We got the 1 million plaque right here. Super shiny, just staring you guys in the face. And I'm super proud of this thing, man. And it really does blow my mind that this many people, at some point in their life, have clicked this red button beside my shiny face because they cared enough about what I had to say about something. They cared enough about a song that I made, the emotion that I put out there. They just cared enough to want to see more of me. And that is something that I've 100% taken for granted my entire life. And I'm so beyond grateful, as cliche as this is sounding at the moment. I can never, ever repay you guys in any way, shape, or form. You guys have changed my life completely for the better. You've allowed me to be able to buy a house at 25 years old, my own car, a fucking swimming pool that's out there that's not done. Donnie, get your ass out here. You know, you guys have allowed me to do so much that I never, ever would have been able to do. I've been able to support some of my family. I'm on the path to be able to retire my mom and dad in the next 5 to 6 years, which is insane to me. That is a crazy, insane idea to me, and that's exactly what I want to do. So it's not gonna get emotional, but yeah, thank you. That's what I want to tell you guys. Thank you, and go ahead and pop yourselves a do for that one. That's a toast. That's a cheers. Shout out to you guys. But yeah, like I said earlier, my journey to 1 million subscribers was very rocky, and there was at one point in my entire YouTube career that I did quit, and I remember it like it was yesterday. It was September 17th, 2017. Well, actually, I don't think that was the day that I quit. September 17th, 2017 is the day that I tried to take my own life. The day that I quit YouTube, I believe, was the day after or the day before. I think it was the day after, actually. But, you know, I did this live stream, and some of my OG fans were probably around and probably remember this, but I did a live stream, and it's the exact same title as this video. It was called Thank You, and I just wanted to thank the people that were still around that had subscribed to me at that point and helped support me at that point. But I was completely done with YouTube because every time I got on YouTube or sat down to make a YouTube video, it just reminded me that I put too much time towards YouTube and not enough time towards my girlfriend at the time, and that's why she left me. That was what was going on in my head, that I'd spent too much time on this, not enough time with her, so she found somebody else that would give her the time, and then, you know, I lost her because of that. Now, just to kind of relapse and go back into a story a little bit right here, I graduated college in 2017, May of 2017. I had maybe 2,000 subscribers at that time, 2,500 tops. And, you know, YouTube was halfway an aspiration of mine. Like, I wanted to just keep doing it and see where it went. I had no idea where it would go. But at that time, I was an engineer. I worked for my dad's office. My dad also worked there. It wasn't his business, but I worked there as a draftsman. I made drawings on a computer of conveyor lines for Mercedes-Benz, for some eyeglass companies, just several different places, and would just draw conveyor lines, and then we would have other engineers build the drawings that I would put out. And that's what I did for the summer of 2017. And the May of 2017 is when my girlfriend at the time left me. We had been together for 3 years or so. We had plans to get married, plans for kids, plans for a house. Literally, my whole life was planned out the second that I graduated college. All I had to do was just kind of walk into my life, and it was there. I was going to be the average, ordinary white dad from Kentucky, going to have a house, kids, steady job, engineer. Just, I was going to, that was my life. That was what I was going to be, and I really, really, really wanted that. And, So when she left in May, it shocked me a little bit, but I still kind of kept my job there and tried the entire summer to work things out with her and maybe get her to come back. And then September 17th is when everything hit the fan. That's when the shit hit the fan. I made a song about this. It's called Night in September, if you guys have ever seen that. I just did a music video for it a couple weeks ago, I think. But that illustrates kind of what happened and my whole journey going up to that. Now, that night, again, like I said earlier in the video, I did try to take my own life. And luckily for me, it was an unsuccessful. And it made me realize how stupid I was and how silly of a decision that it was and how selfish of a decision it was. It was very, very scary when I was in the moment and I thought it was going to happen. It was like immediate regret. I made another song called The End where my mindset was, it's not like T to a T, but it's a very similar mindset. It's just a very, very, very silly situation. And I'm very glad it was unsuccessful. As my mom always tells me, it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And that is 100% the truth of the matter. It was a very temporary problem of, losing my girlfriend, losing my life in general. Like, it's so hard to explain. I wanted to take my own life because I had already lost my life. If that makes sense to you guys. Give me 1 second. My throat's getting scratchy here. I'm trying to keep this all raw and unedited here. But, yeah, I wanted to take my own life because I had already essentially lost my life, and there was no reason for me to continue on trying to fix it. But again, very, very stupid and silly decision I made. Very glad it didn't go through. And that's what I wanted to tell you guys, is that in that moment, it kind of flipped a switch in my brain that, okay, you got to buckle down. You are stronger than this. You were put on this earth for a different reason than this, than just to be somebody that stands in line and just does the normal average day-to-day life and just blends in. This isn't what you're here for. You have such a greater purpose. You need to do something about this. So I really, really hit YouTube hard at that moment. And I think I worked my way up to around 35,000 subscribers in a year. So from that September to the following September, I had worked my way up to about 35,000 subscribers. And, I was still battling all of this emotions that I was going through, all of the depression that I was going through. Still had several thoughts of taking my own life in that time period. So it didn't just go away. Like, I know I kind of turned my life around a little bit, but the thoughts are still there. Thoughts still come to me every now and again still. But I'm way stronger than that now. And it's because of the journey that I've gone through and the things that I've seen. But, yeah, that September, I had a video blow up. I think it was Everything Wrong with Machine Gun Kelly's Rap Devil, of all things. And I gained 150,000 subscribers that month in September. And so I went from 35,000, maybe making $200 a month tops with YouTube, to I almost made $10,000 that month from that video. And it basically launched me into where YouTube could become my career. And so that's what I started to do. I also had a different job in between that. I quit my engineer job and I opened an escape room business. You guys don't really need to know about that. I ran that for about 4 years. I stopped running that about a month ago because of the coronavirus stuff. Put crazy guidelines where I couldn't really run it anymore, but that's besides the point. Just wanted to focus on YouTube. But that moment in time, 2018, September, it took one video for me to blow up and for YouTube to become my job. And it has been my job ever since that one video. And so what I want to get out to you guys, one is thank you for 1 million subscribers. Two, it just takes one video for you guys to make this your career. Three, just because something looks horrible and looks like there is no end and looks like it's just completely over, it's not. Suicide is a temporary, or it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. I love you guys, man. I really do love you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna put the link to that live stream that I had of the day that I quit, but I do want to let you guys know that there is so much more in life that you can do, and that you guys can easily make it to the situation that I'm in, to where I'm at 1 million subscribers. I'm able to do the things that I do and get well beyond me. because there's a ton of you guys out there that are way more creative than I am. Can make way better songs than I am. I can make more entertaining content than I can. And that makes me happy to think about that there's so many people with that amount of ability there that can, come up on YouTube. So please make sure you guys always keep grinding. Like, I'm all over the place on this, but just make sure you guys always move forward in your life. Always think of more positive things. Just because something feels like it's the end doesn't mean it is the end. And yeah, I love you guys so much. And thank you so much for 1 million subscribers. You guys have a very blessed day. And I'm going to hang this up on the wall now. And it's going to stay up there for as long as this studio stays up here. And, thank you guys very, very much. I'm sorry if this video is a downer. I'm sorry if this video isn't what you expected. But I love you guys. And that's what this is. So, thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. What is today? Thursday. Cookout Cypher is happening Saturday. I have to edit that. It's still not done. I don't know if there'll be a video tomorrow or not. But just take today to enjoy your family, enjoy your life, and grind for what you want. And you guys will be happy. So, I love you guys. I'm very, very happy in my life right now. And I couldn't thank you enough. So, I will see you guys in the next one.